Trade segment, baby. The trade mailbag, if you will. And this question's a pretty good one.
Hey, Smitty, should I trade Jamar Chase for Devon Achane and Devonta Smith?
It's a great question, but I would definitely say my answer is pretty easy. I think when you look at like a draft order, okay, let's say this is round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, and you look at where Jamar Chase is going to go. Now, in years past, or let's call it last year, he was like in the 1.2, 1.3, 1.4 territory. He's no longer going that high. He's probably going somewhere in the mid to late first round. Achane's probably redraft or dynasty going somewhere in the, I don't know, maybe slightly above middle of second round, but we could call it middle of second round. So you got to ask yourself, this drop in value from Jamar Chase to Devon Achane, is it worth getting a guy like Devonta Smith who is going to probably go somewhere in this territory right here? The answer is yes. I think a couple things. One, I think this is steal territory for Devonta Smith. I think Devonta Smith in hindsight could be very much worth, a bottom of round 2 guy in 2024. Now remember, 1 year prior, Devonta Smith, he was inside the top 10. Not this 2023 season, but the year prior. So you got to ask yourself, with A.J. Brown getting banged up, unhappy in Philly, where's he even at? Is he in Philly next year? I mean, a lot of people will say, of course he'll be in Philly. You don't know that. You don't know that. He might not be in Philly. He's disgruntled, and they're not getting rid of Sirianni. Maybe his problems with Sirianni, we don't know, but we don't know that he's there. Not to mention he does have a long history of knee injuries, and he is going to start getting older. And so from a dynasty perspective, obviously, and you didn't say this is dynasty or redraft. I assume it's redraft. But if it was dynasty, clearly this, even though Chase and Achane and Devonta Smith all have kind of good, almost equal redraft to dynasty comparative value, that's why we can kind of use the same, logic across the board on this. I would say the one player that has more dynasty value than redraft value here would be Devonta Smith, because Devonta Smith will be taking over the number 1 role officially, maybe this year, if not by the end of the year. So I really, really like where Devonta Smith will be fantasy value-wise 1 year, 2 years from today, and I love where he's already at. He's already at where I believe you're drafting him. Again, tough to know where his ADP truly will be. It could be 3.1, it could be 2.12, it could be 4.8. We really don't know, because as of the filming of this video, the NFL playoffs are still going on, and we have no clue what kind of ADP value a guy like Smith is going to have in February, March, April, May. But if we assume that it's here, and I'm telling you, I feel very, very safe with that value. It's a very good value. This is a wide receiver 1, in my opinion. And that's not crazy because of what I just showed you, the way he's finished in years past. There's no reason to doubt a wide receiver 1 that you're taking in this 3 to 4 round, top of 4 round, entire 3rd round territory. So my final answer to you, young man, Jamar Chase, trade him away for Achane and Devonta Smith. Redraft dynasty, I'd do it in both, baby.
You've just been Smitty approved.
This question, I handpicked this question because it very much matched the other one, and I thought, why not talk about Achane again? Why not hit this from a little bit different angle? No one's saying JT isn't a good player. No one's saying JT can't even be a top 5 running back next year, but JT's had trouble staying healthy. His quarterback, AR5, is going to vulture touchdowns. And I don't know that I trust him at the tune of a top 5 running back. Doesn't mean I don't like JT. Doesn't mean JT can't be at the end of the year. You can't even say, Smitty told you you're wrong about JT. I'm not discrediting JT. I'm not treating him badly. I'm not showing him disrespect. I'm just not putting him, quite honestly, even above Achane. So give me Achane and the additional draft pick that I can utilize on something else. And not to mention, like JT, Ziggy, how old is Jonathan Taylor?
Jonathan Taylor is 25 years old and was born on January 19th, 1999.
Ziggy, how old is Devon Achane?
Devon Achane is 22 years old.
Not that 25 should be Ziggy off. Not that 25 versus 23 or 26 versus 23 should be worrying anybody. It's not something you make a crazy trade on. I mean, JT's got a lot of time left, but you're resetting the clock. You're getting that extra first round pick, and it's definitely the move to make, because I would technically draft Achane over JT anyway. And not everybody would do that, and that's okay. And you're not wrong if you have JT inside your top 10 overall in Dynasty. I'm here to tell you, you're okay to think like that. I'm just going to think differently, and that's okay too. We're all going to have different values on some of these players, especially someone like Achane, where some people are worried about injury history there. Touche. I'll take away your ammunition. You can't even get me on this one, because I get it. If you worry about Achane staying healthy more than you worry about JT staying healthy, I can't argue that. I can only say I disagree with you. Achane had a knee injury. Achane had a knee injury when somebody did a suplex on his recovering knee. Anybody can have a knee injury. This isn't a lingering issue where Achane's proven that he's been breaking down because he suffered a knee injury. Like, give me a break. Achane to the freaking moon. I'll take Achane over JT straight up. You give me a pick, I'm smashing the hell out of that.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Back it in. Back it in. Set her down. Set her down. Hold. We're good.
Devon Achane, please report to your shuttle to Saturn. Your shuttle is leaving. Prepare for departure. Touchdown probability high.
Let's do some more of these. Drop your question and say, Smitty, put me on your next show. Here's my question, and I'll do another one. I'll swing around and answer 3 or 4 more questions in another show in the next, 24 to 48 hours. Trade mailbag. Let's go.